What do you do, vinyl community? Welcome to the Fluffy Records YouTube channel. My name is Brian, that's Brian, and welcome to Fresh Off the Platter number 11. Yes, folks, it's been quite some time since I made a Fresh Off the Platter video. Decided today was a perfect opportunity to make a Fresh Off the Platter video. I have a small stack of records, but I think each of these is worth showing for this one. And of course, Fresh Off the Platter are records that I've recently spun, that I purchased. And yeah, let's get started. Um, Starting off with the first record. This one, I so these few that I'm going to show are records that I've purchased at Amoeba about 2 weeks ago. So let's get started. First one, obviously I've been looking at not only the jazz section, but I've been looking at the pop, vocals, lounge section of Amoeba, and they've been having a great selection. So I had to pick this one up. Alan from 10-minute music reviews did a um, guide to Bethlehem, which is a excellent video. If you guys don't know Alan from 10-minute record reviews, he does like a ton of informative videos about either records or even like a guide to jazz labels. Very informative. And I remember in this Bethlehem he showed this record, which is Mel Torme and the Marty Page deck tat. This is a super clean copy that I found at Amoeba for $9.99, and I knew I had to bring it home because I obviously have been buying these Bethlehem titles, but also I been wanting more Mel Torme, and of course Burt Goldblatt, who did the album cover design so excellent here. So this might have been 1956 maybe this one came out, or somewhere around that line. But yeah, features Marty Page deck tat, and here's the lineup. You have Marty Page on piano, Pete Condoli on trumpet, which I believe is the older brother of Conte Condoli, Don Fagerquist on trumpet, Bob Endervolton on trombone, Bud Shank on alto sax, Bob Cooper on tenor sax, Jack Dulong on baritone sax, Vince DeRosa on French horn, Albert Poland on tuba, Red Mitchell on bass, Mel Lewis on drums, and Jack Montrose on tenor sax. Oh, and John Cave on French horn as well. Excellent record. An excellent video done by Alan. Again, I'm going to be leaving his channel in the description, as well as that video. That was just a wonderfully done video. It wasn't 10 minutes, it was about an hour, but I was just invested in that video. So many great albums that I have heard of, and obviously added a ton of those albums onto my want list. And yeah, some I have already own, but this is just a wonderful one. Mel Torme record. I'm gonna see where I put this. I guess over here. Next up, more Amoeba finds. This one I found in the I think the fresh. No, I found this one in the new arrivals at the store. I went on a Sunday. Here's my plan before even going to Amoeba, because my plan wasn't even going to Amoeba. It was going to another record store, a local one here, to trade some records. And the store owner wasn't there, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Hollywood to see what's happening. And ended ended up going to Amoeba on a Sunday, which is unusual for me because I don't ever go to record stores on during the weekends. It's just not my kind of thing. Maybe down the road that'll be a normal thing for me, but for right now, like I don't usually go to record stores on during the weekends. Anyways, this next one on contemporary, this is Art Pepper Quintet Smackin' or Smack Up. This is one that was recently, or maybe not even recently, but this one was reissued by Kraft, and this is one that's been on my radar for some time, but like I don't know, I just haven't been buying reissues. So when I saw this in the new arrivals at Amoeba, I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab this. I noticed this was a early pressing, but yeah, for $20, I was like, why not? And this one's interesting. This one has, this is a Monarch pressing. So this is probably like either mid 60s or later 60s, but it sounds excellent. This is a great sounding record. Um, so who do we have here? Art Pepper on alto sax, Jack Sheldon on trumpet, Pete Jolly on piano, Jimmy Bond on bass, and Frank Butler on drums. Excellent, excellent lineup, and the music on here is wonderful. I think my favorite tune on here is Las Cuevas de Mario, which I think if you read the Art Pepper book, his autobiography, there's mention of that tune, like of him, um, of like the story of that tune. And this was recorded in 1960. I can't remember if this was also released the same year or if this was released a year later. But I noticed that Kraft reissued this, and they I don't know how many more Art Pepper reissues they've put out. I know they also put out his iconic Art Pepper meets the rhythm section, and it would be awesome to for more later Art Pepper reissues, like the stuff that he did later on. I think he also had some stuff on Galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. But happy to pick this one. Okay, next up. This one was a blind purchase for me, but was I knew I had to get this one because one, I've been wanting more um, records of this musician on this label, and two, I thought it was a good price for this record, so picked up Archie Shepp live in San Francisco on Impulse. This is a mono copy. I think this was probably released in '66. But yeah, live in San Francisco at a club called what was the club name? I think it's called or Both and Club, 1966. And this is one like I did a little research on this album, and I noticed a lot of these cats performed at this club. I don't know if this club still exists. I don't think it does, but it was an interesting read. Um, and of course, San Francisco in the 60s. That's huge. So the lineup here, we have Archie Shepp on tenor sax, Roswell Rudd on trombone, Beaver Harris on drums, Donald Garrett on bass, and Lewis Worrell on bass as well. My thoughts on this pressing. This is one that I need to revisit. Most of these records I've spun once. Some of these I've spun multiple times because I just couldn't believe that I was able to get them. But this is one, when I first spun, I was like, it was an interesting listen. Obviously, this is a live performance, and it's mono. Um, I wasn't too impressed, but again, I'm gonna have to revisit this one. And let me know down in the comments if you guys have heard about the club both, and again, a club in San Francisco. But yeah, been wanting more Archie Shepp on Impulse, so I'm very happy to have this one in the collection. This is a Van Gelder stamped, really really clean too. So happy to have that. Moving forward, so this one, I gotta say, this was the first record that I found when I went to Amoeba that day, and it was at the used section, or the fresh new arrivals rather. Um, and I was like, I looked at it for a second, then I put it back, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I remember now. You can check to see what pressing it is and what the condition is at the information desk at Amoeba. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this to the I'm gonna take it out of the bin and go to the information desk. And sure enough, I knew right away when I saw it. Was gonna bring it home. So this is one that's been on my want list for some time now, and um, yeah, just so happy to bring this one. This is Antonio Carlos Jobim, Stoneflower, 1970 or 71 on CTI. This is I want to say an iconic record. I mean, this is just absolutely stunning bossa nova by, of course, Antonio Carlos Jobim. And look at that. It's on that green label. First pressing. This is the real deal, guys. I remember last time I went to Amoeba, there was a copy of this on the wall. I think they wanted $100-ish. This cost me 39, I think. But they were asking, I don't know, more. I think it was an ORG pressing though. That's probably the reason. But man, I was so hyped when I saw this, and there's just a number of musicians on here. Not gonna mention any because it's just a long list, but here you go. You can pause the video. But yeah, I saw this. I checked the condition, and it's clean, you guys. This is a just absolutely stunning, stunning. And it's Van Gelder on the dead wax. Let me see where here. Right there. Ooh. This, I think, is my second um, green label CTI. So just very, very happy. Antonio Carlos Jobim. I think this is my first record of his. Of course, I have the iconic Jets Gilberto record, and I have a Frank Sinatra, and I believe Jobim is on the record, on the Sinatra record, which is a wonderful one. I think people sleep on that record, but maybe that's also like because it's later Sinatra. I don't think it's for everyone, but it's that record is so cool. But stream this if you guys have not listened to this one already. It's great music. So okay, so my last Amiibo find, another one that I've been wanting on my want list. This one I've been multiple. There has been multiple instances where I was gonna pull the trigger and buy this one online, especially copies that I've seen on eBay. But I was like, nah, I'm probably gonna find this one locally. Sure enough, I found this one for a good price. Um, this is later Prestige, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Buhania or Buhana. This features John Hendricks, vocalist, and yeah, again, this was pressed uh, on that green Prestige. What is that, like olive green or whatever? This is 19, probably like 70s, I think. Let's see here. 1973. This is just some great hard bop, pretty much hard bop. And the lineup here is absolutely incredible. So we have Art Blakey on drums, John Hendricks on vocals, Woody Shaw on trumpet, Carter Jefferson on tenor sax, Cedar Walton on electric and acoustic piano, Michael Howell on guitar, Mickey Bass on bass, Tony Waters on conga, and that's about it. Uh, I found this one, and I knew I had to get this. Like for $39, I was like, I'm grabbing this. This is one that I have been wanting for about a year now, or maybe a year and a half. Um, and every time I see it online, I just hesitate. But when I find things locally, I'm just like, I'm gonna buy this because who knows when I'm gonna see this again in the wild. Another clean copy. This is not Van Gelder. I don't think this was um, Rudy did this one, but it sounds killer. This is one I highly recommend people stream. This kicks ass. Um, and listen, Art Blakey did another record previously called Buhana on Blue Note, which honestly I haven't listened to much of it, but this one I'm pretty sure is better. Not better. I don't know. But yeah, let me know down if you guys have listened to this one, or if you guys have listened to his other Blue Note title Buhania. If you guys have any of those copies, let me know because I'm pretty sure Blue Note reissued the his Buhana record on as part of the 80th series, but I could be wrong about that. Again, let me know down in the comments below because this rocks. Alright, so those were the Amoeba finds. Now I'm going to show you guys the my big online purchase recent. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have this one in the title. So you guys probably already know what I'm going to show. I've been looking forward to this for the longest time. And that is JMI's Plum. This, oh my goodness, guys. I'm so happy that it finally arrived. And let me tell you guys, if you guys don't know, I not that long ago, I did a video showing the Plum 7-inch done by JMI, which I talked about in that video. I'm going to be leaving that in the um, description below. And as soon as I made that, I think not long after, they obviously announced that they were going to start shipping, and I got my shipping notification. And man, I waited about maybe a week, and it finally arrived. And yeah, so let me show you guys what comes in the box, like I did in the other one. So this time they included um, another sticker, another letter, and a drumstick. So this is one of what's his face, Questlove's drumstick. From what I've gathered, Sugar Steve did a live stream from the time of this recording. He did a live stream, I think 2 days ago now, on the JMI Instagram account, and what he said on the Instagram was the drumsticks aren't from the Plum session, because like he said, he was like, why would Questlove use so many drumsticks for the session? So he said that the drumsticks were used by Questlove, but those are drumsticks that he used for the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show, which he's a part of. And I thought it was freaking sick. Either or, like, either if he used it or not, I don't care. Like, the fact that they gave us drumstick away, pretty sick. As well as they, of course, they give a free record for every like purchase. They threw in their first record, which is Steve Wilson's "Sit Back, Relax, and Unwind." This is one that I've been wanting for ever since I discovered the label, and just hadn't had the time to um to purchase them. But I noticed that a lot of people received the first record, because of course many people's first purchase is the Plum. And here's the baby Plum. It came in this velvet box, produced box, and 4 LP, cut at 33. This is a beauty. I'm gonna keep saying this. Go stream Plum if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure people will dig this. But of course, it has David Murray, Questlove, and Ray Angry. So let me show you guys what's in the box. When you open it, you get 3 Palladians walk into a bar. Funny. You get the 3 LP or 4 LPs. Sorry, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And of course, when you first get it, you get it sealed. I already took off the shrink wrap, and Downbeat reviewed this and gave it 5 stars, which is already a good sign, right? And let's see, what else do we have here? We have a big Plum sticker, a JMI print catalog of their other records. All of these are freaking sick. And a small informational booklet thing with session photos, which is freaking awesome, if I do say so myself. Let me tell you guys, I already spun this and I was blown away. Of course, I it's hard for me to have a favorite track on this one, but let me tell you, my my when I listen to um the third track, which I can't remember what the third track's called. The third track is called uh Pl- Pleiades or Plaids. That blew me away, and oh my goodness, they come in these rice paper anti-static sleeves, which that's already a 100 big pluses on my part. But yeah, this is how the label comes. The first track is just phenomenal. I absolutely love it. And then to have the second track, the second side being with the intro to, what is it, Nino or Nino, and then Nino, and then Playdas, or however you say it. It is absolutely killer. Um, Again, the third track blew me away. All of these songs are just phenomenal, but something about the third track on vinyl was um spectacular. It was it's all of the great words that I want to describe. It's all of that. It's all the good stuff. Um and yeah, I mean, this is one that I knew right away that I had to order it when I streamed the album. Um I think it was priced at 150, but now it's like 175. It's still worth it. I gotta tell you, if you guys haven't, if you haven't ordered this one, don't miss out, because this is one to get. And of course, they also did the Ray Angry 3 box that I still need to order, and it's I believe it's just Ray Angry, like a Ray Angry solo. But that one's also great. I've seen the pictures of the box, and you know, they include a wonderful booklet for that record, 3 LP for Ray Angry 3, but also Plum. This is their big boy here. So yeah, I'm gonna be spinning this one again as soon as I finish with this recording. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say for this. Thank you guys for watching, and be leaving some stuff in the description below. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.